On behalf of the United Nations Development Program, it's really a pleasure to be able to share this message with the Arts and Tech for Good Summit. I'm sorry that I'm not able to be there in person, but I'm very pleased that technology gives us a way to, at least for me, to share a message with you. The topic that you're dealing with is very close to our heart in the world of sustainable development. Arts and technology in different ways help to show us the contours of the future. They help us to understand where we are in the modern world, but also some of the choices that we have to make and the different paths we can take towards a different and, we hope, a better future. In the world of arts, UNDP thinks mostly in terms of messages. Often we talk in very technical terms about sustainable development, about human security, but we find that when we speak through the mouths of artists, we can deliver our message much more convincingly. We're very, very proud to have Mirt Firat, the very famous actor, as our Goodwill Ambassador, and he has become a very persuasive advocate for the need for urgent action on climate change. In the series of regular talks, Let's Talk Climate, we find that he can deliver a message to a much larger audience than we can with our bit technical and internally facing terminology. A second example is our joint work with Sertab Erener, the winner of Eurovision 2003, who very kindly composed for us a song, Who's Gonna End, devoted to the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, when we say Sustainable Development Goals, people can think, yes, we need to change, we need to achieve a better future. But when Sertab Erener sings about it and tells us what each person needs to do, we find we can reach a bigger audience and that different sorts of people are much more persuaded by our messages about sustainable development. With technology, we're talking now mostly about digitalization in the digital world. And here we find we have a bridge to a better future for a huge number of people. We saw how the COVID-19 pandemic pushed us all into our closed rooms and made us rely more and more on our laptops, on our computers to communicate with other people. And we saw this happening in business all over the world. This was not a good thing in many terms because we weren't able to see each other socially. We weren't able to have the normal conversations we would want to have. But at the same time, we saw how with digital technology, we could reach remote populations. We could communicate in real time. We sometimes didn't need to meet together in order to have the sense of solidarity with the world. So just to give two examples, UNDP has been using digital technology in our model factories that we support together with the Ministry of Industry and Technology, where small companies come together to learn how to harness those skills to reach bigger markets, to produce faster, to compete better with other economies. So we see here that digitalization is helping to create new jobs, is helping to improve livelihoods for large numbers of people. A second example, and this is something we celebrated just yesterday, with a meeting of women entrepreneurs and women's cooperatives from across Turkey, who are seeing how their products, which are unique to their rural areas, to specific parts of Turkey, unique foods, clothing, textiles, manners of production, how they can reach a national audience, a global audience, by using e-commerce and digital technology. So again, we have something that was forced upon us, perhaps by the pandemic, but if we harness it now, we can help access bigger markets and bring better livelihoods to local communities. So UNDP is very much engaged in arts and technology for our goal of sustainable development. We count on the world of arts, not just to show us beauty or to show us choices in our surroundings, but also to help us deliver messages that people hear and then understand the need for action. And with digital technologies, we see a way to take action towards those goals and to achieve faster progress than we thought was possible. And in today's world, where there are so many challenges, we need every bit of speed and acceleration we can find. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I wish you very, very fruitful deliberations and hope to be here in person for your next summit.
Listen up, people. I know a thing or two about extinction. Going extinct is a bad thing. And driving yourselves extinct, in 70 million years, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Don't choose extinction. Save your species before it's too late. It's time for you humans to stop making excuses and start making changes. Thank you.
just me.